Mr. Hubbard, admittedly, this would seem to be both a mental and a physical approach to living in this world, to helping people to live in this world. But where does the spiritual side come into Scientology?
Well, it's very interesting. The more you try to help man physically, apparently the less progress you make. It was only when we began to treat man, and when I began to treat man, as a spiritual being who was not really dependent upon the body or the flesh, that I made any progress at all. Man is a spiritual being, he is not a piece of flesh. And when you begin to handle man on the basis that he is a spirit, that he has unlimited ability, that he is not necessarily pinned down into, like everybody has just so much IQ and they never can have any further IQ. When we start that approach, you see, we lose. But when we say he is a spirit of infinite capability, and then we try to improve that capability, in that way we win, and we win very, very, very profitably, very easily.
Through Scientology, is it possible to reach towards God?
Oh, very definitely. A Scientologist, before he has gone very far, begins to realize the nature of the universe. He realizes that this didn't all just occur spontaneously one fine day out of some scientific formula. And he realized there must have been an author to all of these things. And he also realizes, oddly enough, in his own participation.
All religions would seem to have a dogma, a discipline. Now, how disciplined is Scientology?
The discipline is entirely the limitation of the conduct of the auditor. That is to say, an auditor is a practitioner in Scientology. He listens and he computes. So therefore we call him an auditor. And he is not permitted to evaluate for the person he's working with. He's not permitted to do certain things. He is governed by a code of ethics like the medical field is governed by the Hippocratic Oath. Only we, of course, do not treat the body. We are not interested in illness and so forth. You have to neglect illness and the body and so forth to improve man. And this is quite remarkable. But the whole point here is that the more you handle man as a spiritual being, the more you recognize his spirituality, the more you recognize that he is basically good, and that his evil is simply additive to him, why, the more progress you make with the individual man.
¿Querés saber quién sos realmente? Comunícate con nosotros, te podemos ayudar.